Okay, for the rice I have half a cup of rice. You're going to add 1 cup of water. And then you're going to bring it to a boil. So when you're doing rice, in this case we're using a converted rice, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio, which means if I use 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of liquid. So we're going to get that turned on and bring it to a boil. Okay, once it comes to a boil, lower it down to a very low simmer. Remember, don't let it boil too long, otherwise the water evaporates. Put a lid on it, just like this, and then bake it in the oven for 350, cook it in the oven for 350, or leave it on the stove for 15 minutes, turn it off, and then let it sit for an additional 5 minutes on the stove. Okay, after 19 minutes, this is what the rice will look like, and you'll fluff it with a fork. Okay, for the marinade for the chicken adobo, I have soy sauce and vinegar. You're going to add the bay leaves to that. The garlic, it doesn't have to be minced, just basically just kind of bruise it a little, just to extract some of the flavor. And then also your peppercorns, you do want to kind of crack them a little bit, so you can use a little pan and just crack a few here, just like you have it like that. Then you'll place that in the bag. Then you're going to get your chicken thighs, place them into the bag. And give it a nice little mix before you seal it. Make sure that it all gets incorporated. And then when you seal it, place it flat, as I'm doing here, and squeeze out as much air as you can. So squeeze out as much of the air as you can do. You're almost going to try to vacuum seal it by hand, so you can see as it's kind of vacuum sealed a little bit. So we've taken up all the air as we can. We're going to let this marinate. In your case, we'll let it overnight in refrigeration, or you can do it for 2 hours, minimum 3 hours, and that's your marinade for your chicken adobo. For the lumpia, we have egg roll wrappers, soy sauce, ground pork, garlic, carrot, cabbage, and green onion. Okay, you want to go ahead and grate your carrot. Then you're going to cut your cabbage as thin as you can, nice and thin. And cut your onion. This onion's going to go in at the very end. Okay, for the lumpia, you're going to go ahead and get your pork, place it in a pan, and you want to make sure you cook it. You want to get that completely cooked so that there's no pink showing. Then add your garlic. Make sure you don't burn it. Then you're going to add your cabbage. And this should actually absorb all the oil should be absorbed from that cabbage. So just main thing is making sure everything is cooked. So just kind of get this so that it's softened, the cabbage and the carrots. Just enough to wilt the cabbage and the carrot. And then you're going to add your soy sauce. And then at the very end, go ahead and turn off your flame. At the very end, add your green onion, a little salt, and pepper to taste. Remember, not too much salt because soy sauce is salty, but taste it. And let cool. Okay, for the egg roll or the lumpia, you're just going to grab a little of the mixture here. Place it in the center. Then you're going to get a little water just around the outsides. Bring that in from corner to corner. Wrap it up. Fold it in as you go. Seam side down. Okay. Set it aside. Do another. A little water. And there you go. Make sure you tuck in the ends. Okay, for the adobo, a little oil. Take your chicken out of the marinade and you're going to sear it. Just get a little sear on it. Okay, and then you're just going to turn them around. Get that nice caramelization. And basically for 1 to 2 minutes, then you're going to place it into your container with the marinade, and you're going to bake in the oven uncovered for anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. That's it. Okay, for the egg roll, you guys are going to fry them in the fryer, but if you're doing these at home, make sure you at least have enough oil that at least goes halfway up. Start it with the seam side down. Okay. Seam side down. As you can see the seam there. Seam side on the down. Just like that. Okay, this is what it looks like, and we'll go ahead and put a plate presentation together. Okay, so you're going to get a little rice. And you're going to get this chicken. And then you have your lumpia. And then if you want, you can get a little sauce. Place some on top and into your rice. This is nice flavor.